And we're live.
Oh, taking notes. We are live. What's going on, everybody? Just appreciate everybody being here. Thank you very much. We are episode 4, right?
Episode 4,
season 1. Chef Marc. I'm T-Rod. We are so happy to be here with you guys. We're actually just happy to be back here. We are just happy to be back here at the Masonic lot. We got Autzen across the way. It never rains in Autzen Stadium, and right now it is partially cloudy with some blue sky sticking through. Man,
little hues of pink in the sky.
Oh, man,
nice
it's
little
a gorgeous
sunset.
evening, and Chef Marc, happy to be back here with you, my man.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
let's do
Man.
this.
It's been too long. 3 weeks off. We had, the Oregon State game, and then we had Penn State, and then a bye week.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, all those after that, it was just like, we do our show live from the tailgate, from the big Oregon tailgate, and that's why we are called the Oregon Football Tailgate.
Tailgate Talk.
So
that's right.
Life?
Life is great. We're busy as far as my company goes. We're busy, and life is really, really good. Had my son here. Grandkids are great. Everything's good.
Man. That is good.
How about
so
yourself,
good. So
man?
good to see. I'm really thrilled. Today, my wife joined me for the first time. I've been tailgating here at the Masonic Lodge Masonic Lodge lot this is my 4th season, and this is the first time she's joined me or had the opportunity to join me, and I'm just so thrilled to have my wife Janet here with me this weekend.
Shout out to Janet!
And so. I'm looking forward to the weekend. It's going to be fun. Not only the tailgate, but also the football game, and then the post tailgate, and then just the whole experience, plus the show. So let's get into it, man.
Yeah. Let's do it, man.
So let's go back to the last time we met, which was week 4, Oregon State game, the Civil War, and the final was 41-7. Any takes on that? Do you have anything take away from the game?
Not much. Do we want to schedule for 2027? I mean, I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
I think we talked about this before. I'm okay with the rivalry, and I was one that wanted to keep the rivalry, but it has to mean more. There has to be something. And listen to some of the Beaver podcast, man. These guys are hurting, and I don't blame you. I don't blame your Beaver Nation. I think you have some arguments there, man. So yeah,
absolutely. I feel exactly the same way. Right now, there isn't a game technically scheduled between Oregon and Oregon State. I know that there's some discussion about that. I'd like to see the game continue, but you're right. You made the point on the show last time that if it's going to continue, it needs to be a competitive game.
Yeah.
I had a friend who's a Beaver alum send me a photo earlier today, and it was a skeleton dressed up in a Beaver shirt and whatnot, and he's like, still waiting for my first win. Which I mean, that's Beaver on Beaver hate. I don't know. I want to see them succeed. They're just going through some pain right now, and that's just the fact of the matter.
Yeah.
We'll see if that will come to fruition.
And I'll never say this to Husky fan, but Beavs, I'm pulling for you to be just okay. That's it, just okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So yes. All right. Yeah. We're done with that. Let's go.
Okay. Let's move on. So Deja Vu Take 2. All right, Deja Vu. Since we did Take 2 on the Beaver game, now we're doing Deja Vu Take 2, and we kind of had a game. We had a game between Oregon going all the way out to Happy Valley, Pennsylvania, in Beaver Stadium. Speaking of the Beaver Stadium, to play Penn State Nittany Lions.
Yeah.
First off, where did you watch the game, man?
We were gonna go over to our friend's house, but that didn't. I chilled at home with my wife, and she just she goes through the motions with me. But man, I'll tell you what, I had neighbors. It was loud. It was loud in the neighborhood. We had a great time. It's been a while since I've lost my voice in the living room, but I did. I lost my voice, lost my mind, and it was a roller coaster. Yeah. It was a roller coaster.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
For me,
I know where you spent your time.
Yeah. Right? So I've been working on a project in the backyard pretty much all summer. My good friend Gary has helped me out and done just a fabulous job. We got to enjoy that with Gary, his son Casey, and then my in-laws, Derry and Randy.
And it's a fabulous job, Chef Marc.
Gosh.
It is a transformation, unbelievable transformation with that backyard. So yeah, man.
And so we have a TV on the back deck, and we're just sitting out there watching the game, hooting and hollering. And it was just one of those experiences that I will always remember. It was a great way to just kind of break in that deck. And yes, I don't know whether I didn't get any noise complaints, but it was loud. It was loud. It was definitely loud. And I was told that I need to calm down on my high fives. So I rotated the way in which I gave out my high fives. And yeah, it was
tempered the high fives. Did you?
Yeah. Right. Everyone's hand was ringing the next day. So let's get into it though. What are you, one offensive takeaway and one defensive takeaway? Let's start off with offense. What was your big takeaway? Was there a player? Was there something on offense that you were kind of like in that game? I know that there was the highs, there was the lows, there was the anxiety, there was the tension, there was the overtime, all of it. Like that game encompasses so much the crowd, everything. Was there anything on offense you really took away?
Yes. Yeah, because I'm so happy for this dude that there was an opportunity to step to the forefront, and he shined. And you all are going, oh, I know who he's going to say. No, Gary Bryant, my guy. I am proud of you. I'm happy for you because you know what? You were the guy. Clutch. Chef Marc, he was clutch. I mean, some big catches. He made himself available to Dante. I mean, so Gary Bryant, you are my, and there's going to be some carryover here as we go into our a little bit later on. So how about you?
Well, I wrote this morning. Have you looked at my sheet?
No.
All right, Rick. What does it say right there?
Oh, yeah.
Gary Bryant Jr. Thank you very much. I don't think he's gotten enough credit, and I appreciate T-Rod. I appreciate T-Rod giving him a shout out because, like, there were some clutch catches from Gary in that game, in which with third down receptions, how he got skinny and scored in the second overtime. It was just like boom. He was so clutch, and it was so like I know that he was a transfer from USC a couple years ago. He's had some injuries, but to fill into that role that like Tez kind of vacated by going to the NFL, like he stepped into it. I'm not comparing, like he's not Tez. He's Gary Bryant Jr., but he's shown up. He's reliable that on third down and just throughout the game. What he's doing, I don't know if he's getting enough appreciation. So I'm glad we both had Gary Bryant.
Yeah, I mean with Evan out, right? We know, we know DK stepped in, right? He's a wide receiver one, right? But we've been asking that question: who's going to be two? Who's going to be three? How are they going to? And for me, I just felt like that Penn State game for him was I don't want to say coming out party because he's been here, but at the same time, he was just clutch. And also in punt return, he was solid. And of course, he's just that guy. So nice pick, Chef Marc.
I know, I like it. So let's flip over to the defensive side. So let's see how we do here. I try to hide what I had on this sheet. So and I know that he hasn't looked at it. I wrote it this morning. He wrote his down just.
So I'll let you go first on the so let's do that.
Let's go defense. So for me, like when you look at this game, I think that the one image that you're going to see over and over and over again is that play at the end of the game. And when I think about Dylan Denneman and how there's points in the game where he will even he admitted, he's like, hey, I made mistakes. I missed tackles or was out of position, etc. I mean, he played a solid game, but there was points in the game where he was like, hey, I could have done better. But that pivotal moment where he slid into that pass coverage as he should in his position, but like slid it into it, got up, got the ball, came down with it, secured it, and ran for his dear life. And that was just, it's a beautiful moment. It's going to be one of those classic moments that we look back at in our fandom. But not only that, but I think in the Lanning era, you're going to go back and be like, hey, that moment was special. and Dylan put his mark on it. And rightfully, I mean, this week he is, sporting the uniform. I mean, I don't know if that was planned or not, but nonetheless, he deserves all the credit that what he did there to prepare and make that catch. I mean, that's
and there was an interesting question that arose from that pick.
Yeah.
Right. And
exactly.
So if you watch Ducks of a Feather, right?
Yes.
KB, Jonathan Stewart, those guys. Kenyon wanted to put it on the level of Kenny Wheaton's pick. When history is written,
right?
Where will this land? Where will this pick land? And I agree to some degree with Kenyon, because here's the thing for me, chat. Here's the thing for me, guys, is we know where Kenny Wheaton's pick eventually led us to.
Right.
Where does Dylan's pick lead us to in 2025? So we have to ask that question, right?
Yep. No, I like that. Definitely. You got a question in there in the chat?
But we're worried about the rain because we're gonna melt. Not here at the Big Oregon Tailgate. We don't melt. We're covered. We're warm. Come on.
We got it.
That's in T-Rod's Tailgate Tips in a few episodes, maybe.
So,
yeah. I love the pick.
Like when I look back at that, like what you said, and I hadn't listened to the pod, it's been a busy week, but when I look back at that, like it's hard for me to say it's at that same level because of Kenny's is just so monumental as far as it changed the trajectory of the program.
Exactly.
And this one, it may change the trajectory of the program.
Yeah.
Who knows what this year will, how this year will continue to go. But,
and if Kenny doesn't make that pick back then, there was still one more game to play after that, right? How does that game go? We don't know. It was a difference maker. This one falls somewhere in the historical records.
It does.
Somewhere. We'll see where it puts it. So I love that pick, Chef Marc. I'm gonna go with the coach's kid, Tatum. Right? And again, I believe there's gonna be some carry. And here's the thing with Tatum, man, and the obvious things are Mateo and these guys, and I love them, right? They have worked and earned what they get. Tatum was so solid in that game. He was disciplined. He made the right reads at the right time. I mean, just that single play of him setting the edge and then crashing down to the middle.
Yep.
Just that play alone was indicative of how that kid works film, works at a practice. Tatum Tuioti, you are my defensive guy for that PSU game, and kudos to you, my man. So I
really like that pick too. How he's showing up in the run game and setting that edge, and then like you said, crashing down, getting the guys to hold that duo for Penn State to that many yards was quite impressive.
Disciplined.
It was very disciplined. Yep.
And
Allen and Singletary.
Our edges are that way, man. I don't know.
It'll be interesting to see how that shapes up later on in the pod tonight with Ducks to watch.
We'll see.
Right on. So after that game, so we go into bye. Penn State flies to LA. Penn State has this saying, it's like, we are, right? And so who we are Penn State? Question. Like, who are they? Honestly, and I think it's been a common topic across the college football landscape over the last week or so, just based off of the fact that Penn State went to the Rose Bowl and lost to UCLA. Nico showed up, played the game that he wanted. Jerry Neuheisel called his first game as a college football offensive coordinator, and UCLA won that game. Now, what's your take on that? Was that the same Penn State team that you saw versus Oregon, or is it what's your take? I've heard varying different
Yeah, there is the old, saying, "Don't let them beat you twice," right? And did that happen? I don't know. I don't know if it was the Penn State as much as it was a different UCLA team. That was the difference. There was a fire there. There was a want to go out and get it from UCLA. They showed it early, and then Penn State had to try to crawl back. Penn State had a hangover. Let's not mistake that. They had a hangover, and it was a duck hangover. They had too much of that duck fat going on, and it left them a little full of some bad vibes going into that game, and I think it carried over, and UCLA took advantage of that opportunity.
Yeah, no, and I agree with you. Like, for me, Penn State, to go into double overtime versus Oregon and to lose in that fashion, it's like, just being a competitor, it's difficult to get back up the next week for your next game. And it's really the coach's job to really prepare your players to face some adversity, to get back up and face your next opponent.
Yeah.
Now, everyone has to travel, so you fly from Penn State all the way to LA, and then you go to the Rose Bowl, and you go from playing at home in front of 112,000 people to maybe 20, maybe 20. We've both been in the Rose Bowl. Yeah. It's a large bowl.
Yeah.
When there's 20,000 fans there, it feels different, right?
Empty.
It's like Oregon when we went to Northwestern. It feels a little bit different. It's a smaller stadium. At least there it was filled.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Here at the Rose Bowl, it was not filled, and UCLA had some new blood, had some new fire underneath them. They felt refreshed, new. They had some energy, and they showed it. And they took advantage of Penn State. Now, Penn State faces Northwestern this week. Let's see how that shapes up. I truly believe that Penn State's a better team than what they showed last week.
Yeah.
But they need improvement this week versus Northwestern to continue to believe that. And they got kicked out of the top 25.
Need to show improvement, or are they better? Yeah, I have a question for you here, Chef Marc, and this is something that came up not like immediately after the game. It was actually the following week, obviously, with the loss to UCLA. And this would be a question I would pose to Penn State fan. What is the James Franklin culture? What is James Franklin culture? Describe that to me in a paragraph. James Franklin's culture is what? If you were to ask me, what is Dan Lanning's culture? I'm going to be able to answer that question for you. So I have that question for you all sitting out there. What is James Franklin culture? What has it been? What has he developed as a culture? And what does that look like? Yeah. So we'll see.
I think with Lanning, you can go straight to the DNA traits, right? You just go straight to it, and it's clearly defined.
Yeah.
And that's who that's what his players believe in. That's who his players are. And that's who he is.
And that's no disrespect
and his
to
coaches
Franklin,
and everybody else.
There's no disrespect to Franklin. I mean, the guy's won.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I can't believe the fact that he's having to defend his job when he's consistently winning 10 games a year.
Exactly.
Right? But this is where we're at. This is the expectation. Right? And so interesting conversation.
All right, well, let's get back to the tailgate and let's get back to Oregon ball. How about that?
Yes, let's do it.
Let's do it. Next up, we have just the tailgate tips with T-Rod.
Yeah.
So what do you got for us? What do you got cooking for us, huh? What do you got?
I want to thank Penn State fan.
Yeah.
I saw this clip on Twitter. Somebody had posted it. Some guy, blue shirt, wasn't a Penn State shirt, with somebody else, right? He had having a drink. He was yelling at great vibe. The guy was setting a vibe, and we've talked about setting a vibe. Here's the deal. If you're going to have a canopy at your tailgate, like we all do, some of us don't, but if you do, it's all right that your canopy is not anywhere near the color of the team that you're repping, right? So Penn State, blue, white. This guy's canopy was orange. No big deal. If you don't have a canopy color to match or neutral, get some swag. Just get some pom-poms. I would look at this. Look at this.
Thank
and
you,
again,
Janet.
Chef Marc, Mrs. Chef Marc right here. Right? That's all. Folks, all you need is just a little color of your team. Put it somewhere. Grab a flag, grab a pennant, stick it on there. This is T-Rod's tailgate tip for this week. Just sport the color so people know exactly who it is that you are supporting, not just somebody pounding a beer and saying, woohoo, let's go. There we go.
And it helps to have the name of your
Come
school.
on, let's go.
Oregon, let's go.
That's
Right
it.
on. I love it. All right. So this next segment is Chef Marc's Big Oregon Tailgate menus. So 2 menus being plural of the week. So this week we're
Menus, Chef Marc.
We're going to do dose.
Yes.
Pre-game, we're going to do some biscuits and gravy this week. So we're going to do biscuits and gravy. We're also going to have a keto-friendly biscuit or gravy.
Yes.
And also, one of our members of our tailgate, the Big Oregon football or Big Oregon Tailgate, Cindy went out to the orchard and picked apples and pears. And so we're going to have some fresh fruit from the orchard.
Look at that softball size apple.
Dude, it was bigger than the hand. Yeah, it was huge.
Man.
So I'm looking forward to not only the biscuits and gravy, but cutting it with a little bit of acidity from the apple or the pear or the Asian pear that she picked. And I'm really looking forward to that tomorrow morning. And then
and Chef Marc, I do want to again show and voice my appreciation for the fact that people that are keto like me, whether you're, keto, you're carnivore, paleo, whatever that might mean, there's always an alternative that you don't have to sacrifice flavor for the goods, baby.
There you
and
go.
Chef Marc does this for me.
There
Not
you
just for me,
go.
for everybody that's this way.
Yeah,
Let's go.
yeah, that's what we do here. We accommodate. Post game, we're going to do a little bit of meatball subs. So we're going to do some meatball subs post game with pasta salad, Caesar salad, and the meatball subs. We have some homemade chicken meatballs that are gluten free, made by Jensen.
Jensen, what's up, man?
And then we also have regular just meatballs in Rao's marinara. So it's going to have the meatball, the marinara, mozzarella cheese, served on a hoagie, and then the pasta salad, Caesar salad, and all the other fixings that you want here at the tailgate.
The
so
Big
come
Oregon
through.
Tailgate menu right there for you.
And I am hungry and looking forward to that. So,
Are you hungry?
Yeah, I'm hungry.
Yeah,
We're
I'm
getting there.
hungry. I'm
Yeah.
smelling something around here right now.
Yeah.
I'm definitely smelling something.
Yeah, definitely. We'll have it in a moment.
Yeah.
What's on tonight, or what's on the Big Oregon Tailgate television?
Yeah.
So what's
Yeah.
on the TV here? What are we watching? Well, tonight we have the Mariners versus Detroit. I just looked at the score. I'm not happy with the score. I'll just leave it at that. I'm going to send good vibes, and we'll go from there. We also have on the split screen, we have UW versus Rutgers. It's currently 10-0. Note that I didn't announce one score and didn't announce the other score. So that's what's on tonight. So 10-0 Rutgers
What?
at Washington.
What?
At Washington.
What?
At Washington.
Oh, is Washington have a hangover? I don't know.
Maybe too much
I don't
Maryland
know.
crab. I don't know.
No, man.
Yeah.
Come on.
And then tomorrow morning, we're going to be watching Bama versus Missouri. So Alabama goes to Missouri. Alabama's ranked 8th, and Missouri's ranked 14th. So we have a top 20 or top 15 matchup in the SEC. Any takes on that game?
Look at that. You know that we're live from the tailgate when the ambulance
Finest right
is
there.
driving by. Eugene's finest. Let's go.
Let's go. Any takes on the Bama Missouri game?
I think that Dude, I think that's going to be an interesting game, man. You know, Bama did well. They handled Vandy last week, right? I mean, they took care of business there. I don't know. I still want to learn a little bit more and understand a little bit more about a Kalen DeBoer Alabama program.
Yeah.
Right. And this is a question I've asked since day one. What track record do we have of Kalen DeBoer pre-Fresno State? His recruiting, we don't know. Recruiting at Fresno State kind of left him so-so. Recruiting at Washington, we know what he did there.
Right.
Left them decimated. And now he's over to Alabama. Alabama itself, the name itself, is going to recruit. Where does Kalen DeBoer add into that? So, again, interesting of where does Kalen DeBoer of Alabama culture fit in this whole thing? So we'll see. That's going to be a great game to watch.
Well, and I think that, you know, Missouri is going to be up for this game.
Yes.
They drink with, so like in that team.
I agree.
They, you know, they haven't gotten a whole lot of notoriety this year. And so they're kind of like just in the SEC mix.
Yeah.
But this gives them an opportunity to really kind of say, hey, we're a top 10 team, and this is why.
They're kind of a silent ranked team,
Exactly.
right? Kind of like flying under the radar, but here we are. So the radar, the curtain's getting pulled back.
Yeah. So it'll be a good watch here at the Big Oregon Tailgate to watch that tomorrow morning, and then after the game, we'll be watching Michigan going to USC. Michigan is ranked 15th, and USC is unranked.
Why were you eating meatball subs? Come on.
Exactly. Meatball subs, Michigan, USC, let's go. Michigan goes to the Coliseum first time as a Big Ten opponent of USC. It will be interesting to see which version of Michigan shows up and which version of USC shows up. To me, both of them have had their pluses. They have had games in which they succeeded. Some games, once again, Eugene's finest going right by. They've looked good. They've had their moments where they look good. Michigan, Nebraska, they look good.
Yeah.
And then there's been other games where you're kind of like, okay, who are they? Same thing with USC. So it'll be interesting to see for me how that goes.
Yeah,
I would have liked that time slot personally. So I'm a bit jealous that they're playing at 4:30.
Yeah,
and we're playing at 12:30. But it is what it is. So we're gonna watch post game.
Yeah.
Any takes on that game?
Yes. No.
Nope. All right.
No, you know, because I'll be celebrating. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
But
celebrating meatball subs, celebrating whatever. Like
we'll be celebrating something.
Yep.
We're not going to jinx nothing. There we go.
All right. Well, let's get into our one of our favorite segments, Ducks to watch. So we're going to talk about 2 offensive and 2 defensive players to watch tomorrow versus Indiana. But first,
when we were talking about with Chef Marc and the menu and how good it smelled around here, people, it's because we have a fat pizza, double pepperoni from our guy Josh over at Size Pizza, baby. Come on, right here. You know what? I'll tell you what. We've had an opportunity to get to talk with Josh around here, get to know Josh a little bit. Here's what I've taken from this. Josh wants Size to be what Size is, what Size was, and he's doing a great job over there. Go find them down at 1211 Alder Street, right down on campus. He's doing a fantastic job. The guy takes care of us, and we really appreciate it. Size Pizza on Alder. Go and hit up Josh over there. He will take care of you, and he is banging it out. If you could smell through the phone, you would know what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah. Wafted that over.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Delicious.
Oh, man.
That New York style pizza. I love that thin crust. That New York style.
Thanks, Josh.
Big slice. I can't wait to have a slice right after the show.
Appreciate you taking care of our Ducks to Watch segment. Let's go.
All right. So 2 on offense for you. Let's go.
Okay. Okay. 2 on offense. Number 1, Noah Winnington. Noah Winnington. I think there was a little bit of not quite sure, right? After he dropped the ball, he coughed up the ball. It wasn't a fumble. If he was down, Dyer was down, we're all good to go with this, right? But I think that Noah, this game right here is going to solidify again who he is to this team, who he is to the locker room, and who he is to this running back group. He is a leader. No, don't make any mistake about it. There is young vibes, young blood all across this team, all across this lineup. But understand, people, there is a key position of leadership in every room in this program, right? Every room in this program, there is a key piece of leadership. It doesn't mean that there may be a starter or not. There's always a key piece of leadership, and that is our coach making sure that that is in place every time. So, yes, we're going to do that. Noah Whittington is my number 1. Number 2?
Number 2.
I told you there might be some carryover here.
Okay, let's go.
My man, Gary Bryant.
There you go. I like it.
I just feel like what we saw in the Penn State game in those crucial moments where he needed to come through, the guy's dependable. I believe he is going to continue to grow in the role, in that role.
Mm-hmm.
And so Gary Bryant is my second offensive pick for this Ducks to Watch segment. I just think he has solidified himself as that guy in that spot, and I think you can just count on him. He's dependable, and then punt return. Let's just make sure we get the ball. He's that guy. Let's go, Chef Marc.
I like it.
Your
I
turn,
like those
my
2
man.
picks. And 1 running back and 1 wide receiver. I'm going to start off with Dante Moore. I think that I'm going to go to the quarterback room and say Dante Moore. I think this game, it's going to present him an opportunity to show that it's just not a flash in the pan with the Penn State game and what he did on the field. I think in this game it's going to be a little bit different because Indiana does put up points. Oregon does put up points. So both teams are averaging over 40 points a game. And so in this game, I think they're going to be opportunities to air it out.
Yeah.
And so I'd like to see Dante Moore just, get into that rhythm, that flow. Obviously the running game, the passing game, Oregon runs a balanced offense. You look at the number of runs and number of passes, and it is balanced. But I'm really kind of focused on what Dante can do in the passing game this week to basically set himself apart from his opponent this week, who was just, Mendoza. I mean, he's a good quarterback. So that's who I have as my pick number 1. Pick number 2 is going to be a receiver, Decorey Moore. Once again, what he's putting on paper, his resume this year as a true freshman, coming into Oregon, connecting with Dante Moore, that chemistry there has been great, has been excellent.
Yeah. Yes.
I think, honestly, this is one of those games, once again, I think he's going to have the opportunity to kind of stretch the field. Will it be him or will it be Benson? Either way, I think I'm going to pay attention to him, keep my eyes on him, watch him. He is my number 2 Duck to watch on offense. So
you know what? I love that. You went more to more this week.
More to more.
More to more. M to M.
Some more.
Whatever you want. Some more.
Some more.
With some chocolate on top. Let's go, baby.
I love myself some more. I love s'mores. That's one of my favorite summertime treats.
That's awesome.
That is absolutely.
I love that. And I think, depending on how weather plays out, I think that Dante's legs again could play a pivotal role, and we showed that. My only question for you, Dante, did you ever play baseball, bro? Just because, listen, We need some sliding help here. We need to protect ourselves here. All right, so let's get out there. Let's get with Coach Waz over there, right? Maybe even Bryce. Bryce, I'm asking you, bro. Take him over here to PK. First to second, slide.
Yep.
Feet first, slide. Let's show that we're giving ourselves up. You took some punishment that I didn't like to see, but I understand why you did it, and I respect it. I love it. But yeah, Chef Marc, great picks, man. I love those picks.
Yep. Let's move to the defensive side of the ball. So this week, like we mentioned Mendoza, we mentioned their points they put on the board. Who do you have on the defensive side of the ball for Oregon that you're going to be watching this week?
I'm gonna let you go first, Chef Marc. I'm gonna let you go first, Chef Marc. Just like we did. Yes, let's do this. Chef Marc, you go first.
All right.
Who do you have, my man?
So I'm going to start off with the linebacker room. You mentioned Bryce, but I'm going to go over to his partner there, Jerry Mixon. And Jerry has been consistent this year as far as what he's done. One thing, like when we think about Indiana's offense, is initially most people would think about their passing offense, the Fernando Mendoza, their wide receivers, etc. But their running game is solid. They have a solid running back, and they do get the ball to him at a good clip. So where does Jerry show up in that run stop game, and also how does he fit within the pass game? So that's who I'm watching on the defensive side of the ball for pick number one. Pick number two, I'm going to go into the defensive backfield. A lot of focus has been on Brandon Finney, the young true freshman, on that side of the ball. I love Finney. He has done a remarkable job on that side of the ball. Come in as a true freshman and just show up. And he's a relentless worker. I'm going to choose the other side of the. So he's cornerback. I'm going to go to the other cornerback with Iffy. Yes. I know I picked him before, but I think in that matchup, once again, they're going to have to go after one of these cornerbacks. And to me, I think if he's going to get tested, and how does he show up? Is Indiana willing to test him in Finney? How do they distribute the ball? And so that's what I'm going to be watching. I'm going to watch Iffy, and I'm going to watch Jerry Mixon.
I love those picks, and I agree with you 110%. I believe they're going to be tested. I believe that this young DB room, with the leadership of Dylan back there, is going to be tested this week more than they ever have. Now, listen, weather may play a role in that, right? And we know they have, 2-3 running backs or whatever, but I believe that this is potentially could be the biggest test of these young DBs since they've been here and this season. And I'm excited to see how they respond. And they're going to be supported. They're going to be supported. And here's why. Because, Chef Marc, my first defensive Ducks to watch this segment is Aaron. Dude, flowers, roses, tulips, right?
Daisies.
Sunflowers, daisies. I don't care what you want. I'll bring them to you.
Flower power.
Yes, flower power, baby. Let's go. The Penn State game, this kid was running downhill and wanting to smack some people, wanting to lay the wood to some people. And he did. Even at the end with the interception, if you paid attention to what was happening behind the interception, Penn State's tight end met his maker on the sideline. And his maker wasn't Jared. Never mind.
Yep.
Nope, we're not doing this. But he got beat up. And Aaron Flowers was beating people up all night. Aaron Flowers, you are going to support these DBs that Chef Marc is talking about, and I believe in you because are you the next TJ Ward? Right? Are you the next Michael Fletcher, if we want to go back to people that are not afraid to hit and can cover in those packages, Aaron Flowers is my number one on that.
I love it.
And then we knew we were going to have some carryover, and here's why. I'm going to go with the coach's kid. I think we saw an example of this kid's ability. Tatum, your ability in the Penn State game showed out as being a disciplined defender and able to react to the ball as it's being either handed off, pitched, thrown, whatever, reading screens. It was all there. So I'm going to go with Tatum again in this game. I made this note watching the Penn State game. I believe, to me, that the Northwestern game was the anomaly.
Mm-hmm.
I truly believe the defense that we saw against Penn State is who this team is and the culture that they are and how they've developed this team. Look at Bear Alexander. I mean, I wanted to go with him, but he was too obvious for me because of what he did. This team and their ability to grow within this defense, I think the Northwestern game was an anomaly, but it also helped us prep for what we were going to see against Penn State and so on and so forth. I think this D is for real, and we're going to find out Saturday if I'm right or wrong.
Well, and I like that pick a lot. Just knowing and watching his growth year in, year out.
Yeah.
Comes in freshman year. I think I always go back to the Colorado game where he gets his first sack and he shows up and he sacks Shadir there. I think it was the third quarter, but it was just so neat to see. Last season, it was more of like a growth season for him where it was just like kind of focused on putting on a little bit more size. And then this year, he's really kind of fit into that size. And not only that, but like the leadership off the field, where he's doing things that really are like defining who he is as a player. And it's wonderful to see. So I love that pick too. And I think you're right. He's going to show up tomorrow. And
I think he's going to need to. I think he's going to need to. I mean, for me, honestly, I think outside of going to Happy Valley, we're here at Autzen. We know what Autzon's going to do. We're going to bring it tomorrow. We're going to test every bit of their skill to adapt to noise and everything else. But I truly believe that this game tomorrow is the test of this season up to this point. No disrespect to any other games we have moving forward, but I believe this Indiana team is going to give us run, and we'll see how we handle it.
Right on. Well, let's move on to one of our favorite segments.
Yes.
Yes. So what we have here is the bucket of doom.
Yeah.
Right on. So, T-Rod, you want to go over the scoreboard, or
do I
want to talk about it?
I don't know, but
how are you looking on the scoreboard?
I mean, I guess the way that you face adversity is to hit it head on, right? Let's hit it head on. Mark, where are we at? I know I went 3-2 our last segment.
Yeah. So T-Rod last week 4 did versus Oregon State did 3-2. He's up to 11 total picks. Correct this year. And,
correct.
And last week 4, Chef Marc went 4-1. So currently 13-11. 13-11. And
listeners, listen what I'm saying right here, right now. I have a side note here that Chef Marc had the easy draws compared to me. Okay, all I'm begging for is a little mercy here right now. That's it. Chef Marc, congrats. You're kicking my butt. I'll accept it for right now.
It's all in fun, right? It's all in fun.
I love it. Until it goes in the plastic bag that just lives forever.
Well, plus, until the bet is served. I mean, he raised the stakes in our last episode. So the loser of the Bucket of the Doom is going to do our last episode of the season, which will be at Washington.
Yeah.
And the loser will get to wear a Washington Husky hat during the episode.
I get a rash if I wear purple. That's why none of my underwear are purple, because I get a rash. We can't let this happen, people. I don't have enough calamine lotion.
Let's get into it. What the Bucket of Dooms top 25.
Let's go.
Games plus all the Big Ten games. This week, when I asked co-pilot to pick the games, Washington did show up. So Washington, congratulations.
We have an airplane on MLK Boulevard. We have an airplane sighting on MLK Boulevard. Or that's just dude with no muffler, but we have that. He's coming from Springfield, just to let you know.
Exactly. That's headed westbound. So what we're gonna pick here is we're gonna jump into the bucket and pick a game each.
Yeah.
Since I won last week, you're gonna shake it up. I'm gonna draw first, and then
since you what last week?
I won. Like,
Come on, man.
Let's go. Bucket of Doom.
T-Rod's bucket of doom at this point.
You know, the great thing about this is now we're getting into the season where you get less and less of those non-con,
weird games. Yeah.
So this one's actually kind of fun because it's Arizona State goes to Utah, and this is a Big 12 matchup, right? Well, it was a big Pac-12 matchup.
Yes.
But you have a Big 12 matchup. Arizona State travels to Utah. It's a night game in Utah, which it presents its own difficulties with their crowd. They love to get rowdy there in Rice Eccles. The other thing that I didn't realize until earlier today, and I was like going through I have a fantasy football league that I play in for college football, and I had Arizona State's quarterback as a starter. He's out or is doubtful this week.
Versus is he a West Lynn kid?
He is a.
Is he West Lynn? He's an Oregon kid, right?
Lake
Oswego, West Lynn, something like that.
Yep, Oregon kid. And so
like his swagger.
Yeah. So
is this really change your judgment?
I did. If I had to pick this game, honestly, I really like Kenny, but I'm going to go with Utah and the Utes in this game. At home.
It's
a difficult place to play.
It is.
I mean,
it is.
Oregon's
and when you don't have your starting quarterback, it can even get more difficult. Can make it tough for you.
Yep.
They disappointed me against Texas Tech, of course. But I agree with you.
Yeah, so
I agree with you, Chef Marc. I don't want to agree with you because I'm losing right now.
That's a Big 12 after dark game.
Am I going to get the tough picks? No. I think we might have a winner here. I got NC State at Notre Dame. Irish, you're ranked number 16, Irish. Right? You are ranked number 16, Irish. I'm disappointed in your ranking, but I believe you handle business here. Irish, take care of the Wolf Pack. Let's go, Irish.
All right, there you go.
All right, come on now. Now understand, we go to the lab for this research that we do, right? Understand that we go to the lab for this research.
Hours on hours on hours.
Yes. What you got?
Yeah. All right, what I got, I'm picking all the Utah schools this week. So I have BYU at Arizona, right?
Okay.
So BYU travels to Arizona on this one. Game time on this one, I don't believe it's a night game. I don't know the time on this one. That might have changed things. Going to Arizona is difficult at night too. I've had a few of those Oregon games at night in Arizona that I choose not to remember. The desert. The desert is a difficult place to go. BYU, I was surprised. I watched them play last week, and they're a pretty well-rounded team.
Yeah.
Arizona's defense is better than they're given credit for.
Yeah.
But I have the BYU Cougars going to Arizona and beating the Wildcats of Tucson.
Cougars beating the Wildcats.
Like 2 teams from Utah.
I'm going to say
In
BYU
my
got
picks.
permission to be out after curfew.
Utah, don't let me down. I'm
That's
coming for you. I know where you are. I know where you live.
That's all I'm saying.
I know where you live.
BYU got permission to be out after curfew. Come on now. All right. Oh. Now this is interesting. UCLA and Michigan State.
That's a tough pick.
Do I roll with the UCLA that won last week against a Penn State team that was hung over from getting beat at home in a whiteout game? Do I roll with Mr. Smith and Michigan State at Michigan State? I think UCLA caught Penn State at a good time last week. I think reality sets back in against Michigan State. Go Spartans. Woo! Go Spartans.
Go.
I don't even know what a Spartan thing is. I don't even know if there's a sign for the Spartans.
I don't
But
know if there's a sign, but he's like a warrior of some sort.
today we dine in hell. All right, let's go.
Find yourself a bear. Let's go. All right.
Let's go.
We haven't had any SEC games until now.
Oh.
Until now. We talked about this game earlier, right?
Okay,
We did talk about it. Alabama, Missouri. I love picking this because it's like, the thing about picking a game, which is going to be on the big Oregon Tailgate TV tomorrow morning, is I get to actually be a fan of someone on the screen. Now, T-Rod, has that ever happened to you?
Oh man. I don't even want to say names because then I'm going to be a stalker. But yeah.
Yeah. No, I think that there was a.
I'm not going to say Aaron Andrews. What?
Yeah.
What? No, I'm not going to.
Let's see if we can refresh your memory.
I refuse to do that.
We have this baggie of SOBs that the games in which we picked earlier in the year, in which we had to rekindle. We can go refresh ourselves. Let's see. You remember?
No. Maybe I don't want to refresh myself.
Fine.
No, keep going. Keep going. No.
Okay.
I need a reality check, Chef Marc. Show me.
Well, I have Texas, the OSU game. Someone picked Texas. It wasn't me.
But did I not question the legitimacy of one named Manning?
Yes.
And have we not seen over the progression of the last few weeks or so that this is still a question?
It's still a question. Absolutely. Absolutely still a question. But you did still pick that team.
I did.
I'm going to put myself out there. I did pick Clemson to beat Troy, and that bit me. So, yep. So that's the.
Who got bit by the bigger rattlesnake?
That's the SOBs. I hope my pick does not end up in the SOBs. Okay, so yeah, my first instinct is okay, Bama, Ty Simpson going to Missouri. It's Bama, okay, I know a lot about Bama. I watched them play. I've seen them play. I don't know a whole lot about Missouri, but Eli Drinkwitz is one of my favorite coaches. The guy Spitfire, will fire up his team. We'll have his team ready. Missouri to upset Bama. Let's go.
You know what? Let me write this down.
Mizzou. Show
with the upset.
Missouri, the show me state. Show me. Let's go.
Branson, baby. The only place I've never gone to gamble yet.
I mistakenly just put my pick inside the SOB bag, and I just pulled it out. So I hope that's not.
The proof is there.
I hope that's not a curse. There we go.
All right,
Kiss
man.
the pick.
You tainted it. Let's go.
Correct that. What do you got?
Go.
Pick number.
Why? Why am I going to get this? Oklahoma, number 6 Oklahoma against, may I remind you, unranked Texas. Hook 'em horns. Because right now, they're failing me. And no, I'm with Chef Marc. I like Oklahoma's quarterback. I do. Now, You know what? No, I'm going to have to give a reason because I didn't go to the lab on this one. We don't research here. We just pick Oklahoma to beat Texas.
Okay,
And it's not because of anything Oklahoma does. It's because everything that Arch Manning can't do.
the pick is in. I'm going to mention. Well, let's talk about this a little bit more. Matt Tier coming off of surgery on his hand.
Oh, yeah, you're going to mention that right now. You're going to say that right now.
I mean,
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Okay. Yeah, no, it don't matter.
Oklahoma's still handles it. Is it time for my pick?
Yeah, oh, give me the bucket. Give me the bucket.
They say Matt Tier's going to play, so we'll see how long they stick with that.
Yeah, I see you, Chef Marc, Mr. Surgery Man.
So it was interesting. We went SEC in the last 2 games. We've done some Big 12. We've done some Big 10 too.
Yeah.
This game is not eligible to be picked because it's currently on the TV. So I mean, I don't know. Should I still pick it?
What's the score?
I don't know what the score is. 10-7?
10-7
with Washington driving. It looks like yep.
Okay, so outside of it, who would you have picked? And it just doesn't count. But who would you have picked?
Well, I'm gonna, of course, pick Rutgers. I could have picked the other game.
Pick again.
Let's throw that back. The last time Rutgers showed up in my picks, the game was also on TV, and I didn't realize it, but I knew that game was on. So anyway, I hope this one's.
My wife asked me this question. She's like, "Do you think anybody understood?" I'm going to ask again though, because I asked this. I think it was in our first episode. If you play a varsity sport at Rutgers, does that mean you get a scarlet letter?
Sorry. Yeah, lettering is important.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yep, exactly.
All right,
I got it.
Let's go.
Singer. So once again, I would obviously pick Rutgers versus UW because I'd never pick UW.
That's
period.
Right.
I don't care who they're playing. I'm picking against them. This week, I have this game. It's kind of a big game. That's why we're here. That's why we're here.
This is why we are here. Let's go.
Oregon.
Let's go.
Football tailgate talk exists because of games like this one. Indiana.
I wonder who you're picking.
Number 7 Indiana comes to the confines of Autzen Stadium here in Eugene, Oregon, and they visit the number 3 Ducks. I like the Ducks in this one. I hope that doesn't take anybody by surprise. I'm going to root for the Ducks.
Yeah.
You with me on that?
Oh, yeah.
Let's go.
Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Come on.
Let's go.
Come on. Autzen is going to be a difference maker. Over under on false starts at 4. Was that a good number? Did I just lay a good number down there?
High number. I'm going to go. Yes, I'm going to go over.
All right. Okay. Good.
Over.
You know what? I'm going to make a note of that just out of curiosity.
So every false start that we get this season, isn't there something that correlates with that? I forget what they say on the.
I don't know. Somebody's making money.
Okay.
It counts. It counts this year.
Yep.
Just like what's going to count is Purdue at Minnesota. What a draw.
You've got some good ones.
Man. And because I actually tuned into Minnesota against Ohio State, right? And I mean, Ohio State's good, bro. I'm not going to lie, right? I mean, I hope we get an opportunity to play them. If not, then I hope maybe we don't. I don't know. But Purdue's not that good. Minnesota's really not that good. But early in the Ohio State game, Minnesota kind of was trying to hold their own. This is why I'm going to go with the Golden Gophers, because they're at home and they showed me just enough in the first half of the first quarter against Ohio State. They're going to take care of business against Purdue. Let's go Minnesota.
We get Minnesota here on a Friday night.
Yeah.
Friday Night Lights coming up in November. And I can't wait. We already have the menu kind of set on that one too. I can't wait to reveal that one.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to that game.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely. Let's go.
All right, here we go. Pick number 5 for Chef Marc. Final draw. Make it a good one. Make it a good one. We'll make it a good one. Oh, this is a tough one too. This is speaking of the OSU, goes to Illinois. Which okay, so I say a tough one because ranked team versus ranked team, right? But at the same time, like Illinois got their ass whooped. Can I say? I can say bottom. Right?
You can say whooped. You can say
okay.
I think you say ass because it's back in elementary school, it's just a donkey.
Okay,
right? So
yes. Okay,
yeah,
got their ass beat. They got their donkey beat. Yeah. And I love animals, just to put it out there. But nonetheless, they got their ass beat by Indiana, and we play Indiana tomorrow. So I think the OSU is going to beat their ass at home.
Okay,
let's go.
All right,
Buckeyes.
Buckeyes, big over Illinois is what he says. I think Illinois losing that bad to Indiana was not the normal Illinois team, right? So I'm going to put that back. You hold it. Let me draw. Sorry.
Shake that up. Last final pick of the week.
Why do I get these? Man, I can't get
You're picking up.
You know what?
It's called the bucket of
you made a great point about us getting into games that matter.
It does.
Right? And matchups that matter. Iowa at Wisconsin. Normally I would go with the Wisconsin at home. Iowa doesn't you know what?
Before you pick, I have a question. Watchability rate this game from the scale of 1 to 7. 7 being the like top tier game. 1 being like if I was forced to do it, it would be painful, and I would probably regret it. It'd be a difficult time to stay away.
I think it would be all the way to that what you just said.
Okay.
If I was forced to watch it, it would be painful, and I would regret it. And then all 3 of those things, right? Wisconsin at home. Let's go Badgers.
Right on.
Let's go.
Cool.
Okay.
So those are our picks this week on the Oregon Football Tailgate Talk, Bucket of Doom. We'll have the results from this possibly next week. We may try to go remote next week. We'll see. We tried to do it a little bit. We ran into some technical difficulties. We're learning in this process. This is episode 4.
Because we are technically difficult.
Just because we spend so much time doing research on the Bucket of Doom. Maybe we should do some tech research.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe IT.
Yeah.
IT.
If you watched me, if you were here at the tailgate before we went live, you could have seen myself as I'm not an IT guy. I'm not the IT
but
guy.
He's killing it anyway. We are here.
Yes, we are. So
what's our chat? What do we got? Any Mariner fans on this show? Well, hey,
it's 2-2. Let's go.
Oh,
see? Let's go Mariners.
See? No. I mean, I don't. Is that Major League Baseball there?
Munoz over there throwing some Ks. I love it. All right. Well,
Chef Marc, freaking awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love doing this with you, man. I mean, we have a great time.
Such a great idea.
Enjoy it. And our live studio audience out here, we absolutely love you guys. Thanks for supporting us out there. We love you guys. Just send us anything. If you want us to talk about something, hit and follow, subscribe. Why? We're only 2 away from our goal. We just need 2 more subscribers to hit the goal, and then we want to blow back. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go. Yep. So, you know what? Thanks for joining us tonight. We appreciate everybody. We're going to go mac on some of this size pizza here and enjoy it. But again, thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Josh.
Appreciate you all.
Appreciate you.
Safe travels out there as you go to your respective college football games tomorrow. And let's just be safe and have a great time. Let's go.
Always go Ducks.
Go Ducks. Woo!